Hey Rose, want to grab a drink?
Your happiest hour of the week starts now.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy because the drinks are on us. Welcome back to Drinks on Us. I'm Riley.
And I'm Rose. We're so happy you joined us for happy hour. We are back yet again for another episode. And if you're wondering why I sound different, it's because my voice decided to leave the building. And I'm sure everyone who's a weekly listener thinks I lost it like at the wedding, having so much fun. Like, no, I touched down in Pittsburgh and my voice was gone by the rehearsal dinner that night. Like, talk about tragic timing.
Rose's voice absolutely left the chat. I don't know. Your voice has, like, there have been times before where we couldn't film because you had no voice. It's so finicky.
Why is it like that? It's kind of rude.
It's so rude, especially because this, like, podcasting, like, you cannot do that without your voice. That's like the one thing.
And I don't even know why. Like, I'm like, did something happen on the airplane?
I wish we could pinpoint like why it gets lost. I feel like it's just like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like you didn't raise your voice an octave higher than usual.
No, I mean, I guess I have like a deeper voice. So maybe it's just like at the bottom of the threshold. Like I have a low, threshold. The second I start chit-chatting, it decides to leave me faster than normal folks. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, we were yapping it up all weekend, but like it was gone at the start of the weekend.
Yeah, I know. And like so much to catch up on and like questions to ask. And I was just like straining so hard for someone to just remotely understand me, let alone at a wedding when a band and DJ are playing at level 800.
No, remember by the end of the night, you were like talking, like typing things on your phone and showing me because you just like, it was not coming out. Or you were telling Ryan like what you wanted to say.
Literally, I had to go to like third-party options because it was not working for me anymore. But we're filming. Hopefully you guys can bear with my rasp. This is tremendously better than it was. Like we are actually filming later than normal because we wanted to get my voice 24 more hours to heal.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds a world of a difference better, but the listeners are probably like, how is this better? Like, it actually sounds really good to me right now. But yesterday, I was like, there's no way we can film.
No, I know. Ryan came home from work just a few minutes ago and he was like, wow, it sounds great. I'm like, yeah. I've been having like cough drops and I got some tea last night. So I've just been, I'm doing all the things to get it back. But nonetheless, we're coming off such a fun weekend. I feel like we have so much to recap. Obviously, we have some fun stuff coming up on the Patreon, which in the Patreon, I guess Patreon listeners will hear my voice when it was pretty bad because I was trying to film stuff and it was just not working off to put captions over it.
I actually already uploaded both of videos.
Oh, okay. So if you guys can't understand what I'm saying, just like, bear with me. But
I think it's pretty good. So the one video is me meeting Shiloh and the other video is a behind the scenes of our due photo shoot we did around the city. And like it goes back and forth between both of us. So I think it's fine. You were like kind of whispering, so it helped.
So obviously we want to recap the whole weekend, but because we're on the subject of it, before I ask you what's in your cup, I just have to tell you guys, we'll put the teaser, like the one clip on, but Riley was filming coming to meet Shiloh and she came to my hotel room and she knew that I was feeding Shiloh and she said that she heard like music really loud and she thought I was just vibing so hard while breastfeeding Shiloh. Like, okay, go off, queen. And
I don't know. I never like, maybe that's what you do.
And lo and behold, Riley absolutely had the wrong door and caught it on film. Another woman, barely clothed, opened the door, and it is so funny, you guys. Like we have to put it on Drinks on Us Instagram just because it is so freaking funny. Like, I don't know why I can't stop laughing when I watch it.
Like the fact that this woman answered the door naked in a towel straight out of the shower. I think the best part of the video is when my shock, I'm like, oh, and then it just like abruptly stops.
Yeah. And Riley's like making the shot look perfect. She like made sure her knock looked like so cute and like really knocked a few extra times for the video. And I don't know, it's just so funny. But Where should we begin? First, tell me what's in your cup.
Okay, my cup, I actually have elderberry tea because I feel like your scratchy throat is rubbing off on me. Like I'm feeling like something is coming on and I'm stressed. So drinking tea to soothe my throat. I might go to Meijer and get like one of those wellness shots that I like because I can't be sick for this weekend.
Yeah, Riley has another one of her best friend's weddings this weekend. Like your bus club, another club, like nonstop these days. I'm sick. I don't even how is that even possible for me to give you that?
No, I was just, you definitely didn't give it to me. I'm just saying like, I feel like a little under the weather. Yeah, I think just from lack of sleep, travel, even though our travel was nothing compared to yours, which we'll have to get into that too. But no, you didn't give me anything. I'm just maybe just tired. You know when you feel like a little tickle? I'm going to nip it in the butt.
Yeah, please do for the sake of both of us because I don't want, you can't go to a wedding how I did. It 0 out of 10 recommend.
Oh, well, what's in your cup? I think I see it.
Yeah, just a wild berry poppy. I know you're not a fan.
It's fine, but I wouldn't choose it if I had the choice of other flavors.
Yeah, I actually like it because it's super flavorful when I'm just wanting something extra fun and sweet. It's definitely the most sweet one I think they have, other than fruit punch.
Oh, I still never tried the fruit punch. I'm so behind.
I don't love.
Okay.
But I'm not a fruit punch girl.
Yeah, I am. I would be curious to try. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled.
I found it at Target.
I feel like Target slays. I found that Chobani birthday cake creamer at Target, which I would not recommend. I didn't really like it and Kate didn't really like it. So now it's just in our fridge and no one really drinks it.
Yeah, I know you posted it. I'm there's just no way Riley would like this because you don't like overly sweet stuff.
No, but I like the sweet creamer is sweet and I love it from Chobani.
Yeah, but it's no BS.
Yeah, this one tastes almost like it's giving candle.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, don't get it. But Target had it.
Yeah, I saw it there at Target too. But okay, where should we start?
I think we should go in chronological order. And I think and I can help you if your voice is leaving. I think you should tell the airport story.
Oh my gosh. Ryan's mom, we obviously told them and she's like, is Ryan coming on the pod to tell his rendition? I said, no, he's not welcome to, I have to say it from my point of view. Okay.
We'll have to get his point of view because I was crying laughing.
You guys.
It's not funny to you.
It's not funny to me, but it's kind of funny. So obviously we had the buildup of first flight ever with Shiloh. There's just so much more to think about, but our flight was so early, an hour away airport. So we were trying to maximize Shiloh's sleep and make it as seamless as possible, but we did not give ourselves enough time in the Tampa airport. And my goodness, did we pay for it? Everything was going smooth. And then there was just longer lines. And for some reason, Ryan and I went and got there, which would just absolutely not work for you, Riley, because I know I already get to the airport too late for your liking. But we didn't even add extra time with having a baby. I don't know what we were thinking. I think we both just wanted to get as much sleep as possible.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, they randomly selected Ryan for technology check or something. And I'm all worried because I thought they were going to want to test my breast milk and go through that whole process. And at the same time, at this point, Shiloh was kind of whiny. I needed to change her diaper. And so Ryan's getting checked down. Of all people, you're going to really pull over us with 8 million things and a 3-month-old baby. Why?
I said this when Ryan was telling us this story. You only get pulled over and checked when you're in a rush. If you guys weren't in a rush, it would have been a breeze.
Exactly. So Ryan's go change her. I'll get all the stuff. And I'm all right. So I go and I change her. She's whining. And after that, I'm all right, I need to just strap her on because that's the ticket when I wear her to get her to sleep. So I strap her on. And then I go to the gate and I hear they're boarding. And Ryan's standing there. I'm well, aren't you going to put the car seat and stroller in their bags? take it down and start the process? Like, what are we doing here? So he's like frantically trying to get everything loaded, and our freaking stroller, what did he call them? Escalade wheels?
Yes.
Our stroller bag that I bought doesn't fit the stroller. This is a very expensive stroller. So I'm like, oh, we're just about to get this stroller absolutely demolished. People are like stepping over our stuff. Like, oh, excuse me, I'm boarding ahead of, people have like no decency. I'm freaking out. I'm trying to get Shiloh to calm down. And I'm like, well, you grabbed my phone from security, right? And he's like, I don't know. Like, like your phone didn't get screened. Mine did. I'm like, well, my phone was over there. Like, I don't have my phone. So I'm running through the airport because I hear them say they found a phone at security, and they
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I go there. They're like, no, the phone's already been claimed. I go back to the bathroom. I can't find it. So I'm like, okay, screw it. Let's just get on the flight, because I'm more worried that we're going to not get seats together because we're flying Southwest. Lo and behold, the phone was in my purse. I just was overstimulated. And Ryan and I finally sat down, and I was just like, we just started laughing. And I'm like, I just don't think we gave ourselves enough time. Like, let's just erase the last 45 minutes and start over. We were sweating bullets. My entire spray tan was on my outfit. And other than that, Shiloh was an angel. So like, she slayed her part. It was totally on Ryan and I, but like, chaos city. If you saw me in the Tampa airport on Friday, please don't tell me.
My favorite part is when you said you were sprinting back to TSA to get your phone, and Shiloh was strapped on you, bouncing, but it put her to sleep.
She loves a good bounce. She loves a good bounce. I was sending her on a roller coaster.
Oh my gosh. I cannot get over that story. Wait, so I don't think I even knew. So you couldn't fit your stroller in the stroller bag. So then what did you do?
We just gate checked it with no bag.
Okay. And it was fine.
It was fine. But like, Ryan and I are like, we need to get a travel stroller, like something more compact. But like right now, like, it's nice to have the car seat, because when you get in the car, and like usually like the travel strollers, like we wanted to have the capability for it to attach her car seat. And so anyway, trial and error the first time.
That's why you lost your voice, because it was just like complete chaos from the time you woke up, or from the time you got to the airport.
Yeah, it was chaotic. And the fact that was even more mild compared to our way home.
Yeah, well, I think we should get to that too. Oh my gosh, you're right. That is mild compared to it. So aside from like those external factors, would you say traveling with a baby is doable? Like, would you do it again?
100%. I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, you just have to think more and give yourself more time. And we even learned that on our way home. Like, we gave ourselves ample amount of time, and it was fine. I'm sure once she gets older, like, I feel like it'll get harder in different ways. And like, there were some things we brought that maybe we didn't need to bring, or vice versa. But no, she was an angel. I mean, right now I have like the nursing on my side. Like, I can just like, feed her at takeoff and landing. And I'm like, I was more built up, like anxious for it. But no, I would 100% do it again. Like, I'm like, I got this now.
Yay. I'm so glad to hear that like it wasn't so terrible that you're like, okay, I'm not traveling for a long time.
No, but it is different. Like,
yeah.
But even like traveling with a dog has different expectations. So anyway, yeah, it was hard though, because like, if I was holding her and like not like I wasn't wearing her, or she didn't want to be in her car seat, like stroller, like we just had so much stuff that like poor Ryan had like 86 bags. And then I was like, that one trend on TikTok was literally asked, I'm like, can you get the boarding pass out? And he's like, 86 million bags. Like, yeah, 1 second. I'm like, okay, thank you.
No, you're so right. I feel like it's so much trial and error. Like, you just have to do it. And then like, I feel like next time you guys will have a routine. Like, it's just so crazy how much it changes everything in the best way. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, in the best way. I can't imagine our weekend without having Shiloh there. She's a perfect little angel.
I'm so happy, you guys. It was so special for Riley and all the girls to meet her. And yeah, I feel like it worked out really nice. People were asking, and I figured I would just explain it here. I'm not sure if I said it before, but people were like, well, what did she do during the wedding? So my sweet angel of a mom actually flew to Pittsburgh. Obviously, that's where we're from. So she has friends and we have family there. So it kept her occupied when like I didn't need her help, but she watched her during Friday and Saturday, put her to bed, the whole nine. And it was nice because like I got to be with you guys at the wedding, like totally carefree, you know, because I knew she was in good hands. But at the same time, when we were like bouncing around town Saturday and Sunday and all that stuff, like I got to have her with you guys. So you guys got like a little bit of time with her. You know what I mean?
I loved that your mom was there to watch her. We got one-on-one time with you. We got to meet Shiloh. It was like the perfect storm of like meeting everyone and seeing you. I wanted to ask, was that your first time like leaving Shiloh for an amount of time? Like, I know you've left the house, but like that was a couple hours.
So we've done date nights and like other things like that, but that was the first time we weren't back for bedtime. So it was a little bit different because I feel like putting her down and like her bath time and everything, I feel like Ryan and I, like as we were telling my mom, we were like, oh my God, this is kind of crazy. But like it doesn't seem crazy to us because like every day you just kind of like learn what works and what doesn't work. And obviously we wanted it to be as easy as we can for my mom. So we're like giving her all the details and I'm like, Ryan's like, I'm so embarrassed. It's like so detailed.
Why?
Just, you know, we're like, we put the bath to this temperature and like we do this and we, you know, make sure you lift her rolls and clean in her little rolls. Like, I don't know, just little things. I brought like the humidifier and things like that just because I'm like, what works? I want to keep working. Like she's already in a new environment and she did amazing. Like she didn't, like nothing was rocked from her sleep. So I was really happy for that. But, I think it was good. Like I was talking to Kayla about it and she's like, it's kind of like you just have to rip the Band-Aid off and realize like other people can help you and like we don't have to be so helicopter-y. Which I mean, I think I'd only trust my mom and his mom, like family at this point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, the wedding was by far the longest I had been away from her. So it was good though, just because I knew she was in good hands.
Yeah, she was in good hands and you were also distracted. Like we were always doing stuff. It's not like we were just sitting around. So I feel like if that was the perfect thing to be your first time away because you were also close enough where if something were to happen, you could have Ubered back to the hotel. Like it's not like you were a plane ride away from her.
That's what I thought too. Like it'll be much different when like I'm like leaving her overnight. Like I think I knew like, okay, I'm going back to her at the end of the night. Like I still am going to sleep with her next to me. But yeah, it was so fun. It was so great for you to meet her. We had, like Riley said too, we did a little photo shoot with her best friend, Emily. If you guys remember, she is who shot my maternity and baby shower. She's so talented. And we were like, okay, like we want you to get involved with a photo shoot. And so we bopped around town and did that. And that was so fun. So I'm excited for you guys to see some of the content rolling out because Emily got the photos together in 1 minute.
She literally sent them to us the next day. She's also available for booking if anyone needs a photographer.
Yeah, she travels too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I was cracking up in the Patreon. If you guys already watched it, it was also Picklesburg last weekend. And so I don't even know when this started, but it's like a huge, like, what would you say, festival for pickles? Like pickled beer, fried pickles.
It's so odd.
It's something else, but like like the city was so crowded. We were walking around with Shiloh, like it was kind of stressful because there were people everywhere. But in the photo shoot, there's a clip where there's literally 10 people walking behind us dressed like pickles. And it's just Rose and I like trying to get our cute little photo shoot. And I was like, people are probably so confused about Pittsburgh.
Absolutely. Ryan was so confused. Like Sunday when we were walking around, like obviously there was like pickle people everywhere.
Pickle people.
And he's like, why pickles? I was like, I have no clue. I'm just as confused as you, buddy.
So confused. Cade wanted the merch. There was a shirt that said, I'm kind of a big deal or a big dill. Everyone was wearing it. And Cade was like, I want that. Okay,
yeah, my mom got
go brave the pickle
onesie.
Crowd. Wait, that's actually so cute.
I put it in the wash today. I'm like, how did I come out with this dill pickle onesie? Like, I mean, it's cute, but like, just I don't really get it.
I don't get it, but it is a memory for Shy, her first trip to Pittsburgh, to her mom's roots.
Yep. Yeah, I know. That was fun too, that she like got to go. I was like, this is where I was born.
Oh my gosh. That's going to be so fun too when she's like old enough to understand, like taking her back. Ugh, I love her. But just going in order of our day. So we did the photo shoot, and then so the guys weren't sure what they were going to do all day because we didn't have any obligations to be like at the wedding until the ceremony started. So they ended up finding this golf simulator downtown and golfed their little hearts out. And then us girls like met them there and hung out for a little while. We brought Shy. They were living, they would have stayed all day and like never went to the wedding if we let them.
Why were they so entertained by that? They acted like they were literally on the golf course.
No, I couldn't pay attention for 1 second. Kate would be like, you see that shot? I'm like, oh, sorry, I forgot to watch again. It's like, I don't understand it.
I don't understand it, but it was the highlight of their trip, I think. I mean, the wedding, of course, but they like bonded with all the guys. Obviously, Ryan and Cade know each other, but it was just cute to see them with like all the guys and just having so much fun without us.
No, that's so true. They did so good, like being friends with each other. And I feel like they all got along so well. Like we've never all been together with our significant others. So yeah, it was just so fun being together. And the wedding obviously was unreal. Like I have no words for this wedding. It was perfection. Everything.
Literally perfection. I've never been to a wedding like it, like start to finish. Seamless on every level. Like it was so beautiful. Kayla was so beautiful. It was detailed. The food was amazing. The drinks were amazing. Like everything, like all around. And it was so fun. Like she hit every single category.
It was so fun. There was never a time where we were just like sitting around waiting for the next thing. Like we were doing something the whole time. And the florals, I think, were my favorite part. Like
unbelievable.
Unreal.
Everyone was replying like, oh my gosh, these florals. I was like, you're telling me.
Like the chandeliers hanging from the bridal party table. It was just so gorgeous. And there's nothing like seeing your best friend on the happiest day of her life, marrying the love of her life. Like, oh my gosh, it gives me chills just thinking about it.
It was so special. Oh, I just will never get over seeing Kayla in her 2 dresses for the first time, like drop dead stunning. And it was really special too because our best friend Kayla, who got married, Josie's almost 6 months old. Isn't that crazy?
It's so crazy. Time flies.
And so at one point in the night, Kayla and I were pumping together, and it was fun. Like it's hard when you're at your friend's wedding, like you're pulling in so many directions. Like you talk to this person, you have to take this picture. So you don't get that much quality time with your the bride friend on their wedding day. But Kayla and I got like 20 minutes of uninterrupted time together, and it was so special because I just got to like hear everything through her point of view, and I got to see her change into her second dress, which unbelievable, and her Louboutins. I mean, you guys, it was just, I've never seen anything like it.
It was a royal wedding. I was so jealous that you got that one-on-one time with Kayla when you guys were pumping. Like, so cute. Also, I felt so bad at the very beginning, like right after the ceremony during cocktail hour, we were all getting a professional photo with Kayla, and everyone's like, where's Rose? Where's Rose? So I called you. You're like, I'm pumping in the bathroom. What did you do? Whip your pumps off? And like, you got there 1 second.
I literally sat in the bathroom stall, got it all hooked up.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like 1 minute in, Radley calls me and she's like, pictures with Kayla now. I'm like, rip off the pump. I'm running in my heels, throw my bag down, and I made it. Because obviously, like, I know timeline. I know this, like, oh, we didn't even say what we were talking about in the main segment.
Oh, well, this is a good lead into it.
I know. Yeah. So I know, like, getting a picture, and like she had a time slot for us. Like, I knew I had to book it and hustle. Like, you got to keep the bride on her timeline. And Kayla's like, I'm sorry. Like, it was good because, like, if anyone knew, like, it was her. I'm like, no, don't say sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry I'm late, you know? Like, hopefully my milk's not all over my dress.
No, it wasn't. Thank God.
Thank goodness. But anyways, yeah, pumping at a wedding, that's a different experience. But I bonded with a few different moms in the bathroom.
Aw, wait, cute.
Yeah, there was a bunch of pumping mamas.
Aw. Well, do you want to tell them what we're going to talk about now that we remembered?
We thought it was like fresh on our mind to chat about something wedding related, which is always a hot topic that you guys want to know. So we're going to talk about just like some tips and things that us type A girls think help as far as like execution of your timeline and staying organized for your wedding day. Obviously that like is a main factor of your wedding going smoothly and helping eliminate unneeded stress and anxieties and things like that. So no wedding goes perfect. And I feel like the bride and groom are the ones who always know what goes wrong. And that's the unfortunate part is like the guests don't know, but like, you know, so it's hard to, you know, shake off the imperfections, but hopefully these things can help you guys. So we're going to chat about that in our main segment, but do you feel like we recapped our weekend? Like anything else you want to say? Because I can't, like, I could go into so many details, but like the show must go on. So I don't know.
I know. I feel like we could talk about this wedding for like hours and hours. I was so shook also by the after party, which was in a whole other ballroom, DJ, dance floor. I ate a second dinner at the after party.
What did you eat?
Oh, I ate chicken tenders. I ate a slider. I ate the best sweet potato fries. The honey and mustard was such a slay. Like Kate was in heaven. Like
same with Ryan.
It was so fun.
It was so fun. Oh, I really want to like go back. It was just like, it was just so fun.
It was so fun. I wouldn't change a single thing about the weekend except for your flight home. That was, I felt so bad. And like, I'm used to living in Pittsburgh and like being there when you're visiting to help you. And I felt so far away and so helpless. I was sick for you.
Yeah. So I'll make this part quick to save myself the PTSD. No, I'm just kidding. But basically Ryan and I decided to fly home. There was 2 flight options back Sunday, either 5 a.m. or 9 p.m. And I was like, we were like, okay, we might as well, like, we're going to be up so late with a baby. Like, let's do the 9 p.m. and we can like explore the city. And one of our other good friends who wasn't a part of the wedding lives in Pittsburgh and she came to meet Shiloh. And like, I just thought it'd be nice for Ryan to see the city. Okay. So already, you know, we paid for late checkout, but we still had to be out of our room by 4. And we like timed it up perfect. And we were just going to like have the hotel hold our stuff. Like we went out and explored. And it was going great. And then our flight gets delayed till like at first 10:30 and then all the way up to like 12:15, which is just like tragic. So we're like in the hotel and we don't have any of our stuff other than like what's in her stroller. And we're going back and forth because the next day, the same flights. It's like, okay, either go at 5:45 the next day or at 9 p.m. And I'm like, what should we do? Like, should we stay and, you know, just go in the morning? Like, what if it keeps getting delayed? So Ryan calls and they're like, it's weather related, but like things are moving. Like, you should take off tonight. So we just like rolled with the punches. And I think that's what gave me more confidence too. Like realizing like how resilient and like your kid doesn't need all their stuff and like everything perfect. Like we were playing with her in the hotel lobby. I was feeding her in the hotel lobby. Bless her heart though. I fed her around like 8, got her to sleep at 8:30 and I was holding her and that little angel stayed asleep basically until the whole way through the night. Like,
oh my gosh.
I was holding her. Eventually Ryan like put my breast pillow like underneath me and I like fed her for takeoff for her ears while she was like sleeping still. And then she woke up in the Tampa airport. But like all through security and getting on and off the flight and everything, like she just slept and slept and slept. She woke up, like I said, in Tampa and then we got her back to sleep when we were in the car from Tampa back to Sarasota and then successfully transferred her. And like she went down for another 3 to 4 hours. I was like, this little angel is such a trooper because I was just expecting it to be chaos. I mean, we were like displaced all day, which like we're used to like her doing a bath and having all her stuff. And I think I realized too, like, okay, there's nothing we can do about it. Like, I need to be calm and optimistic and like make it the best situation for her and like try and get her to sleep as much as possible. The only tough thing is like with the wedding and traveling and like those things not going as planned is like there's no time for a mom to catch up on the sleep.
I know. I feel so bad for you. Like, what time did you actually get home? 4 a.m.?
Yeah, 4:30. And then, she actually slept a little bit later. She's not like consistent all the time, but like a general time. And she slept like an hour later. Because I'm sure she was tired. Like everything she did that weekend was like exhausting and stimulating for her too. So anyways, crazy. I'm like, I'm never taking an evening flight again. I feel like stuff always goes bad like later at night.
Yeah, I have so much flight anxiety. So like even a late afternoon, late night flight, like I get so anxious because of that same reason. But you and Ryan are such good parents. I'm so glad that the flight actually took off and you didn't have another night in Pittsburgh. I was like sick for you. I was going to bed just thinking about you sitting in the lobby. As soon as I woke up on Monday morning, I checked your location immediately. I was like, thank goodness they are in Florida right now.
Oh my gosh. And like we got to the airport because of the chaos in Tampa so early. So we were just like sitting there, like she was sleeping, but like nothing in the Pittsburgh airport was open. I had pretzels, a Poppy, a protein bar, and cookies for dinner. Trash.
Oh my gosh. Also, the Pittsburgh airport is like not the greatest at all. So like to be stranded there, that sucks.
Yeah, but we made it home nonetheless. So that kind of concludes my travel recap. If there's nothing else you want to chat about, I do want to get your take on the Bieber album before we go into what's in our cart.
Okay. So I listened to the album one time the whole way through the day it came out because I feel like we've been so busy. Like I haven't had time to listen to it again. I've heard little clips of songs on social media and they are growing on me. But first go round, there were like 3 songs I liked and the rest of it, I was like, this is so weird. Like I didn't understand the therapy sessions. I don't think I ever will. Like it's weird, but like some of them I will grow to like some of the songs. Obviously Daisies, I feel like that's the one everyone likes. Like that's the standout. But there are a few that are growing on me. I'm just like, I don't know what I was expecting.
I feel like I like it a lot more than you do.
I think so too.
And I don't know
what's
if
your favorite?
Go Baby for sure.
Oh yeah, that one's cute.
I just love that one because, they just like talk about them nonstop. And I feel like it was just like the ultimate like STFU, like just leave us alone. Like I love her. I don't know. I'm such like I love Haley and I love him. So it's definitely different, but like it has like a cool vibe to me. I don't know. I like it. There's some weird moments for sure, but like the more I listen, the more I like. Not everyone. There's some really interesting ones, but I do really like it.
I agree. I feel like it's a really different, like the songs are different. Like I've never heard anything like them. They're very creative. Like I said, I think it's going to grow on me, but I'm not loving right now. So don't come for me. I don't know what the general consensus really is.
I think it's very split.
Really?
Because I'm seeing people not loving it and then I'm seeing people like obsessed with it. So I'm hoping like it continues to grow on you. And I definitely need to listen a lot more. I was trying to listen a little bit in the car today. And it's hard because like when you like a couple, you gravitate towards listening to the same ones, but I need to keep listening to all of them.
Also, his voice is just like, I'm obsessed with his voice. He is so talented. Mm-hmm. Like he's just so good.
I know his voice is iconic.
It really is. But I'll report back. I'll try to listen more this week. And if I have any more standouts, I'll definitely report back.
Yeah. And you guys let us know what you think. I'm curious. Maybe we'll put a poll on our Instagram. But
yeah, let's do that.
I'm going to take a sip of my water to get my throat ready for the main segment. If you want to start with your cart.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So my cart, I wanted to link this tinted moisturizer that I got because I used Kendall's at the beach and I absolutely loved it. So I wanted to buy the tawny shade in the Estee Lauder Double Wear for the wedding, and they Were you telling me that Ulta doesn't have Estee Lauder in store?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I made the mistake of going for that reason and it wasn't there, so I panicked. I needed it because I needed a darker shade. But what I did was I got this tinted moisturizer, shade 6. I'll link it. I'm obsessed. And I mixed it with my lighter shade Estee Lauder, and I think it turned out really good. And I'm going to wear it again this weekend.
Is the tinted moisturizer Estee Lauder brand?
No, the brand is literally tinted.
Oh.
But I used it at the beach, and I liked how like it was dewy but not oily on me.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's the hard thing with tinted moisturizers.
Yeah, so I really liked the way it mixed with my foundation. I don't know, loved it. So I'll link that. And then also wanted to link these Abercrombie shorts that I posted about on my story maybe a week or so ago. I love the fit. They are not tight on my thighs at all. Wore them at the beach the whole time, and the brand is Abercrombie. So like they're very reasonably priced, and I just love, it's like exactly the fit I was going for. I don't think I've linked them on Drinks on Us yet, but I'll link them again if I have already, but absolutely love. I bought like 2 pairs of shorts and returned the other ones. Like these ones are so much better.
I love that.
And then the last thing is I wanted to link my go-to perfume I've been wearing recently. At the wedding, Katie was like, "What perfume are you wearing? I smelled it from down the hall." Which, isn't that the best when someone is like, yes. "I smelled you from afar." In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way.
It's like a kind of like a musky Santal scent. Not musky, but it's like more Santal. It's not florally. It's Maison Louis Marie number 13, but I've been wearing that for like weddings, and I've just been loving.
I want to try that. I've used that brand before, but I don't remember what what like the scent was. And I always like their scents because they're like not super, or at least the ones I gravitate towards, they're not overly like feminine, like florally. So number 13, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
It's a good one. But what's in your cart?
So sticking on the wedding trend, I figured I would link my blue dress because people were asking for the link, and I'm like,
so gorgeous. You looked amazing.
My headphones. Thank you. So I figured I'd link that because it's so hard to find wedding dresses that aren't $1 million. And I think Pepper Mayo has a bunch of cute ones. So I'm going to link it. And I think it's a perfect wedding guest dress. I
don't know if I've ever ordered from Pepper Mayo, but absolutely loved. And it seemed like, because I was steaming it for you, it seemed like really good quality.
Yeah. It worked great. I don't even remember how much it was. Like, I think under $100.
Really?
Yeah. So I feel like that's like for like a nice wedding. It's hard to find dresses that aren't hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Totally.
And then speaking of the wedding, I was getting ready this weekend in the hotel room, and I think I linked this like a while back, but I love the Luxe Unfiltered. Like, I don't know if you would consider it liquid, but it's like kind of like, why can I not think of the consistency? Like
what is the product?
It's a blush.
Okay.
But it's kind of reminds me of like the Merit Stick. Like, what would you consider that like bronzing, like cream? Yeah. It's kind of like creamy. You can like put it right on, but I use a brush, and it is something I use like year round, but in the summer it is so nice to just like throw on if you're at the lake or the beach or want an extra glow to it. It's so like the pigment of it is so cute. And then the last thing, Riley gave me the Day styling wand, and I'm so excited about it. So I figured I'd link it because I've been wanting to try it so bad. And I also thought, because you said this too, like Shiloh's hair is at a place where I can start putting it in bows, and I need like a little bit of help, and I'm just to, kind of gather all the hair together. And I feel like I could use that because it's on the cleaner side. So Rye gave us the styling wand. So I'll report back how I like it, not only for me, but for my girl.
I can't wait to see how you like it. I think you're going to love. I can't wait to see Shiloh's hair in a bow, in a little pony. Like, I think I'll cry.
Me too. It's like, I can't get it all together. So there's like some scattered pieces, but It's still so cute. So I'll do that. That's going to be on my agenda this week. I'll send you some pics.
Yay. I love that agenda. Well, before we get into the main segment, I want to let you guys know that this week's episode is brought to you by Just Thrive. All right, let's be real. Life moves fast. You're juggling work, family, goals, and trying to show up as your best self every day. But if your gut health is off, everything is off. Not just your digestion either, but your mood, your energy, your focus. It all starts in your gut. That's why we love Just Thrive Probiotic. Most probiotics never make it to your gut alive, but Just Thrive is clinically proven to arrive in your gut 100% alive and actually work. For you, that means less bloat, healthy immunity, and that steady, feel-good energy all day long. So here's our challenge. Try Just Thrive for 90 days risk-free. Feel the difference in your digestion, your energy, your sleep, and your whole life. Go to justthrivehealth.com and use code DEW to save 20% off site-wide. Take the 90-day Just Thrive challenge today, because when your gut thrives, you thrive. That's justthrivehealth.com, promo code DEW. I have to say, we ran out of our probiotic. I did feel different. Like I missed it. And so I signed up with the subscription, and Kate and I both take it every morning.
So did you have to do double the subscription?
No, I just have one. It's like a 90-day supply. So I don't know. I need to figure out like the cadence of the subscription. I'm on my first month. But it really, like, I truly do feel a difference. It's crazy. So like Rose said, today we are going to be on the topic of weddings, specifically little tips and tricks that we learned on our wedding day to help you as the bride, or even like maid of honor, whatever your role is, to stay organized throughout the day. So our friend Kayla said she was like a little bit stressed. They were running behind schedule, and she was like asking us if we felt that way on our wedding day. And I don't remember being stressed. Like, what do you remember about your day, Rose, on that front?
I wasn't stressed until the dinner aspect, because that was when our timeline got misconstrued, and it was because I wasn't being on top of it. And to make a long story short, basically, I was doing pictures for an outfit change, and things were supposed to be continuing for the guest, and they were like waiting for us to come back. And so it was just like a miscommunication on timing. But I'm just so thankful for like the rest of the day that me and the wedding planner, I feel like the wedding planner kind of gives you a timeline, but like going above and beyond, if you're like super nitpicky and type A, it's like, okay, like this needs to be even more detailed, because if I'm doing something, I want to make sure everything's still going seamlessly. And I feel like that was what was frustrating for Kayla, because she felt like the timeline was like a little too vague, and then things get pushed back, and before you know it, you're behind. And I think I've been in weddings where like you can tell things are like so to the minute, even like this shot for 5 minutes, this shot for 5 minutes for photos, versus like sometimes when you're ready and you're just like sitting around, like waiting to be told what to do. And like that's precious, valuable time that's just like being wasted.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I know we both did this. Our wedding planners gave us a timeline, but we went in and we really nitpicked it to the point where we like color coded all of our bridesmaids. We printed out what time they were getting their makeup done, what time photos were starting. Like we put aside time for photos with our like mom when we were getting ready, or just the sisters, or just the bridesmaids. So like everything had a time slot on the timeline. And I feel like that can seem really extra, but like on the day of, everything's so chaotic. So having that all written out, even like names of certain family members. So if they're nowhere to be found, the wedding planner can go looking for them, like calling them by their name. I feel like another thing that helped me was printing out many timelines, putting them all around the bridal suite, so everyone knew what time things were supposed to be happening. Everyone knew when they were getting their makeup and hair done. And I didn't like purposely memorize the timeline, but I knew it from front to back. So like I knew, okay, this is when this is supposed to be happening. So you kind of like get a feel for what's supposed to be happening if you're sitting around. So I cannot recommend enough, like getting to know your timeline and being so specific to the point of like, it seems so extra, but you will thank yourself on the day of.
I stole the color coordinated for hair and makeup from you, because it was so nice, because you were like, this is your color, like look, be here, be in the room, because like sometimes people are arriving, like if it's not in a hotel, like you want to make sure like people are showing up when they need to be. And I love that because it's like that, I feel like for the girls is where things can get really delayed. But even in the sense, like if you get ready on time, it's like, do you know what pictures you want? Like, have you communicated with your photographer on like, this is my Pinterest board. I want these photos. I want these with my extended family. I want these with Ryan. Like I want like, instead of just like pictures, because then I feel like it's like, okay, should we do the first look first? Or should we do the groomsmen photos or all together? And it's like, if you know exactly, you know, what you want and what the expectations are, and you've communicated that with your photographer, I feel like that can help things go a little bit smoother as far as timeline. And again, yeah, it feels super type A, and it's frustrating too, because I know we were talking about this, but it's like, if you have a wedding planner, like that's what you're paying for in a sense, but like it seems that you have to go and do extra steps if you want it to be even more dialed in. So like your brain doesn't really have to work as much on the wedding day, because if not, I do feel like things just kind of like become lackadaisical in a sense.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I feel like you did a really good job about communicating with your photographer, showing her your Pinterest board. Like, these are the shots I want. Whereas I wish I did that. I feel like and I love my wedding photos. I wouldn't necessarily change anything, but I kind of wish I had come with shots that I wanted. So, like, she can't read my mind, like, you know? So I think going above and beyond in terms of communicating exact like poses you want, shots you want, like that will only help you just to, you know, get what you want in the long run.
I totally agree. And I also think like even sending the itinerary to your bridesmaids like beforehand, just like, hey, you know, if I'm consumed with this, like if you know like your maid of honor maybe is type A, or like you have someone who can like be more assertive, like it's always nice. Like you said, I remember you put them at like the front of the hotel room, the front of the girls' room, like handing them out, making sure all your vendors have them too. So like if they're looking for someone or wondering where you are, then like everyone knows what's going on. And again, I feel like a timeline never really goes perfect down to the minute, but at least you know you have the core of like what you're trying to focus on for the day. And like the best case scenario is that you do have that extra time after pictures are done before the ceremony where you can chill. And I feel like that was kind of the case for my wedding, because I like wanted to give us enough time where like I had a second to breathe and like fix up after, you know, being sweaty and all that kind of stuff. So you even think of that. I think I also even allotted like a 20-30 minute time slot for like friends' photos, like on phones and like TikToks and videos, because I knew like that was going to happen. And it stinks when you feel like you can't like get anything extra done. So if that's like important to you, I know it sounds silly, but like even thinking of that helps make the day go smoother.
No, that's something I so wish I did. I feel like I wish I had more like iPhone footage or like silly TikToks or even just behind the scenes videos of the day. Like I would totally build that into my itinerary if I were getting married now, especially because like the wedding trends and the transitions are so much more popular now than they were when I got married. And so like I would want to like have time, plan those out, do my transitions. And another thing I did in my itinerary was I gave so much, but I mean, the wedding planner did too, but like so much buffer time. I guess that just shows like I'm the person that shows up to the airport 5 hours early. Like I gave so much extra time where if something was a little behind, I wasn't panicked. I'm like, it's okay. That's why we have extra time. So I think we learned a lot of these tips and tricks from our wedding planners, but also like just being the people we are, we also like went in and really like looked at it granularly, and it helped us just like I don't look back on my day and remember being stressed, which is like great, because I know a lot of people are very stressed on their wedding day.
Yes, I agree. And I think another couple things that helps alleviate not having that stress for the both of us is knowing what time the sun sets on your wedding day. Because if you want sunset photos, or you like don't know when you want your ceremony to start, like you have to kind of work backwards. I remember like you can like literally Google like where you're getting married and like what the average sunset is. Cause like you're sometimes doing the timeline and things, you have to set the ceremony like so far in advance for like invitations or logistics with vendors. And you kind of like work backwards, and then you're like, okay, and like how long is my hair and makeup gonna, you know, you talk to your hair and makeup, like how long is it going to take per bridesmaid, and how long is mine going to take? And it's a lot of logistics. And obviously it's nice that your wedding planner can give you kind of like the rough timeline and help you with it. But even if you don't have a wedding planner, then it is all on you. I'm sure there's templates and things out there on TikTok and social media to help you. But I found working backwards and knowing the expectations of like what you wanted, if you wanted sunset photos or you wanted the ceremony to be at this time because you wanted it, I don't know, to be a certain temperature outside or whatever the case may be, it helps you like figure out everything that you want to get done with the time you have allotted in the venue.
Totally. Working backwards is such a hack. Like, I totally agree with that. Also, another thing I remember doing was allocating someone to like hand out my little envelopes with tips for my vendors before the day even started. Like at the end of the night, you don't have time to do that. Like during the, like you just need to allocate to where people should be, what they should be doing, how they can help you. So just really thinking about it in a way of like, how can I make my life easier on the day?
Yes. And it may seem extra and like you're doing the most or you're doing it too early and planning things out. And like maybe people will laugh at you, but I promise like the more you do, it will alleviate some of the questions and gray areas. Like I just didn't want there to be gray areas. And again, there's still some things that become out of your control and it's not worth the stress the day of. But if you can help your odds, obviously that's nice too. And like, I'd say the last thing is just, everybody does it very differently, but I feel like the best thing a quote unquote wedding planner does for the timeline is like when you get into the venue for a reception, it's like the order of dances and speeches and toasts and all that. People do it in different orders, but I feel like you can lean on your wedding planner for that. But I always found like you can tell who like thought that part out too, because it makes that timeline either super long or super short because you want to make sure you have enough time for like the dancing and like the free part of it.
Totally agree. I'm pretty sure we walked in and went straight to our cake cutting, which was like fun and cute. Like people got to watch us do that. I actually loved what Kayla did. They did their entrance and then they went right into their first dance, which I thought was like perfect. What did you do? I forget.
I did the first dance right after. So like we walked in and had that like little moment with our bride and groomsmen, like to our entrance song. And then everyone sat down and Ryan and I did our first dance. And I really like that because I feel like you have everyone's attention.
I agree with that. It's like everyone's still looking at you. It's such a special moment. Whereas like for Kate and I, we did the cake cutting and then we sat down and then we got back up. And so it's just like a lot of up and down, but there's really no right or wrong way to do it. I just think it flows when you go right into the first dance.
Yeah. There is no right or wrong. But I remember feeling like I thought your cake cutting was really cute because you got to like really see like your dress up close. Cause I feel like, you know, you don't get that moment. I mean, I got to see it, but I feel like your guests like got to just kind of like watch you and Kate and like that blissful moment. So anyways, I hope you guys found that helpful as far as like timeline and organization. And I don't even know. I wonder if we still have like our templates anywhere, if we could like give them like on our Instagram, if we can find them and I don't even know if my stuff goes back that far, but hopefully this regardless is helpful for the execution of our brides to be out there.
Yes, this makes me so excited for any future brides. I know wedding planning can be a little bit stressful, but like I loved, like, you have such a fun day ahead of you, and I hope this was helpful. But with that said, let's get into Girls Room. We have 3 submissions today. If you're unfamiliar with Girls Room, this is our advice segment. You can ask anything and everything, and we will give you our advice. First one. Hi, girls. Love listening to the pod. Need advice on moving. I'm moving to Florida, Tampa area in about 10 months, and I'm so excited. Rose, what are your best tips for life in Florida? Does your hair struggle with the humidity / dealing with the heat and having a dog, etc.? Rye, tips for making friends in a new state. Thanks so much for any advice.
Aw, congratulations. So exciting. And Tampa, we're close, so you need to reach out. My hair is just like extra. I'm just like leaning into my natural curls. And I'd say like the biggest adjustment is just like your seasons are different in Florida. Like there's obviously like good weather all year round, which is nice because sunshine is amazing for the mental health, but it gets really hot and that can be hard. That's like kind of what I consider like our winter, if you will, because if you're not by water or by wind, like it can be really hard to be outside, especially like with dogs and babies and kids. Like for you, it's fine. So I'd say that's kind of like the adjustment as far as like having a dog in the heat. I would say lean into your natural hair if there's some curl or wave to it. And yeah, I'm excited for you.
I would love to know where she's moving from. Like, is she moving from like somewhere like Pittsburgh or let us know. But that's so exciting. I wish I was moving to Florida.
Me too.
In terms of making friends, I haven't perfected this yet, but I would say just like be super approachable. If you're like trying a new workout place or going somewhere new, or like compliment if you like a girl's outfit, just be approachable and your friends will gravitate towards you. And don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone, which could be scary.
It's so hard.
It's so hard, but so excited for you. Okay, next one. Hi, ladies. My fiance and I are planning a wedding for next summer. I was wondering how you girls handled the negative opinions or feedback from other people. During small talk, someone will ask me questions about the wedding, then have to put their 2 cents in on what I'm doing wrong. For example, we used stones from my fiance's late mother's ring, so my fiance and I got to design the ring together. Once the ring was made, we picked it up and went out to dinner to celebrate. We didn't have a big proposal, so people keep saying that he ruined the surprise for me. Another example, I want to do black bridesmaids dresses in a common response is, it's not a funeral or that's tacky. A lot of what I'm doing is trendy/modern, so I'm just surprised by everyone's reactions. I understand that it's my wedding, but hearing remarks like this makes me second guess my decisions, and I don't want people attending my wedding thinking it was poorly planned when it wasn't, because I'm type A. P.S. Rose, I chose a pear for my center stone because no one around me has one, and I just noticed the other day that you're a pear girly too.
I love a pear girly.
I love your pear ring. It's so gorgeous.
Thank you. Okay, what would you say?
Okay, it sounds like you already know this, but you cannot let other people's opinions get to you. Like, I know it's so easy to let that like dig at you, but it's your wedding. It's not theirs. Also, black is so classic. I'm wearing a black bridesmaid's dress this weekend. Like, I love that look. And for someone to say that's tacky, I don't think they know what they're talking about.
Agreed. Like, you have to remember everybody has like different style and opinions, and that's the whole point. Like, it's your wedding, not theirs. And Kayla had black this weekend, like both parties. And I remember literally saying to Ryan, I was like, black is just so classic and like always looks phenomenal. You will never look back at your pictures and be like, oh, like so trendy. Like, black is so sleek, so classic. You're going to love it.
It's literally the opposite of tacky. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. So don't listen to other people, because that literally doesn't even make sense, that comment. Maybe it's more like an insecurity or jealous thing, because that just literally does not make sense. And just in general, like, I feel like you kind of just have to like be so sure of like what you want that like just let people talk. Like, who cares? Like, okay, awesome. Well, at the end of the day, like, you can have your opinion, but like, this is my wedding, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Be so sure of your decisions that like you're not going to regret doing something that you want to do, but you will regret doing something because someone else wanted you to do it.
Totally agree.
I can't wait to see your wedding content. You have to DM us photos, but it's next summer, so we have to wait.
That's okay.
Okay, last one. Hi, girls. Just wanted to give an update. A couple of weeks ago, I sent in a submission about my boyfriend and I and how we've been together for almost 4 years and I feel ready for marriage and he doesn't. Well, we broke up 2 weeks ago and I'm absolutely devastated. I know I deserve someone who wants to marry me and spend their life with me, but it still doesn't make it hurt any less. I know both of you are happily married, but what advice would you give to a newly single woman? I feel extremely lonely and I know as time passes, I will feel better, but this stage sucks. Send me all the good things you do if you were me. What are some things I could do to start occupying my mind? I'm so sad and sorry that you are going through this, but I promise you will come out a better person and stronger person, and you did what was best for you, and that is so admirable. I would lean on your girlfriends. There is literally nothing like girlhood to get you out of something like this, and like just lean on them. Don't hold anything back. Vent it out. Whatever you need to do to make yourself feel better, that's what your girlfriends are there for.
I feel so bad, but I'm so happy for what's going to come of this, because it just sounds like it's not someone that deserved you and like someone that wouldn't be the best partner for you longevity wise. So I know it's so hard to see that, because there's always going to be a part of you that like loves him and the relationship you had. But at the end of the day, like, you will find a partner, and I feel like it will make sense when it does, but sometimes it takes a while to know and understand the reasoning. So I would say too, leaning on your girlfriends and just like surrendering to like trust that God made you go through this to find the right person. Like it had to happen to like find who you're truly meant to be with. And if you kind of release that, like you can have faith that like what you're doing and you're having fun and you're going out, that the right person's going to come around and you don't have to like feel bad about where you are in your life or your timeline and like let that consume you. But being social is always going to be great. And also just like, I know you mentioned this, Rye, but like, don't be afraid to like be sad and go through the emotions that come with healing, because that's only going to allow you to like be at a place where you can love someone and meet someone and like they get your all. But I wish I could give you a hug, and I'm excited for you to find the right person.
Me too. Thank you for writing in and sharing this with us. We are here for you and we love you.
Love you, girl.
Well, I think that concludes our happy hour. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with us. I loved talking about this topic. We hope you guys really enjoyed it. And as always, feel free to like, subscribe, share, join the Patreon. 2 new videos up right now. And yeah.
Yes. Okay. And thanks for bearing with my voice. I loved this episode as well. I'm going to leave us with a cheers to wedding planning and hoping that this helped you guys if you're a bride to be or will be a bride to be one day. And of course, we love you guys, and we will see you same time, same place next week.
Bye.